It is Friday, finally. I needed some time off. 2 days isn't enough, but it's just gonna have to do, I guess. So, I ended up going home last night, and I got us something to eat, and then we ate, and I played on the computer for a little bit, and then I just tried to relax. My knee was really hurting yesterday, and it's my right knee. The left one I've had surgery on, the right one I've never really had any problems with it, but it was really hurting yesterday, so I just propped it up, and then I probably went to bed around 11, so a little earlier than I normally go to bed. And then normally I can remember waking up throughout the night, and I think the only time I can remember waking up is right after my wife left. Rufus decided that since his mama wasn't there, he was going to snuggle with Daddy, and so he used to be afraid to sleep towards the outside of the bed between me and the edge of the bed, and now that's where he wants because it's usually cooler. So he gets a little cool air on one side where the air conditioner is, and then he gets warmth on my side, so he likes to sleep there. So that's what he did this morning. He kind of woke me up, like nudging me to pull the covers up, and so I've just pulled the covers up, and he just walks right in and plops down. So I think that's the only time that I can remember waking up. I was so tired from working all day yesterday. So, of course, I'm yawning on my way home. I think it just has to do something with working all day and then driving. I don't know. When I worked in Austin before and I would come home and I'd leave at like 5:30 or whatever, or sometimes even 5, I would yawn on the way home. And there was a few times at one of my old jobs that I would actually go home and there'd be places in the road where, there'd be a stretch of road where I would get so used to the road noise and it was with my old car, and I had a stereo on it, but I hardly ever turned it on, and I would literally be falling asleep and then have to turn the stereo on really loud and roll down the windows and do whatever I could to stay awake to get home. And then once I got home, I was wide awake. And that's another thing that's weird about me. Normally, if I wake up and I get up, like I get up to go use the bathroom, occasionally I can go back to sleep. If it's within about 5 minutes or so of me waking up, I can go back to sleep. Now, if I get up and have to go do something and come back, then I probably won't be able to fall asleep. But what's weird is if I get up and go do something for 2 or 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours, and I come back, I can take a nap, no problem. It's just these little windows of time where I just can't fall asleep again. And it's strange, but it's just how my body works, my mind works. So, and I don't know if you guys run into this or not, but man, it's always a fear of mine, and I know if I talk about it, it's going to happen, and I hate talking about it or thinking about it, because it usually happens, and it really worries me. Even though I don't think anything bad's really going to happen, but I get to the point where if I'm really tired, my eyes will be open, but I can't move my body. So I'm somewhat conscious, but I haven't come completely out of sleep, so I can't move my body, but my brain's working enough to say, hey, you're awake, why aren't you moving? And I can't do anything. I can't talk. I can't really do anything. I can't move my body. Sorry, I'm not trying to get too close to you. I'm trying to see out of my window here, out of my mirror. And so normally what I have to do, I'm always afraid to do anything because one time, it only happened once, one time that happened and I was able to roll my body and my face went down in the pillow and I fell back asleep. Luckily, I guess, I started to get to the point where I couldn't breathe and I woke up. And it always scares me now when that happens. And so usually what I have to do is concentrate. And that's what's weird, is it's like my body doesn't know, my brain can't tell the rest of my body, hey, you're awake. My brain's like, I'm fully functioning in my brain, and I go, okay, all you have to do is just move. If we can get one, like a toe or a finger or something to move, then you'll completely wake up and you can sit up. And usually that's what I have to do, is just something has to move, like a finger will twitch, and when it does, my whole body wakes up. And it's really strange, and I hate it. And it doesn't happen that often. It used to happen a lot more when I had a lot more stressful things going on. I don't think it's happened in a while, and I hate it, like worse than anything. And it normally only happens on the weekends when I don't have an alarm set. And so sometimes I even think about it. You know, if I think about it all day, about it happening, then I'll set an alarm on Saturday morning and play it off like it was an accident, so it wakes me up so I don't go through that. Because if the alarm goes off, then I'll wake up. And I've had it one time where I was kind of awake, and my wife was awake, and she was talking to somebody on the phone, and I was thinking, God, I wish she would see that my eyes are open and like shake me or something. And one of the dogs heard something and barked really loud, and it like woke me completely out of it. And I was so happy. I was like, oh, thank God. So, but you know, a lot of times if one of the dogs is laying with me, which it's nice having Jack because he likes to sleep with me, that if my eyes were open and he saw that, he'd come over there and punch me in the face, or, you know, lick me, or put his butt on me or something to wake me up. And so I can always rely on it really not happening, because I've always got that dog to do something to me to wake me up. So he's usually the pesky one in the morning that wants me to get up. Because I think he'd rather be outside than anywhere else. He loves going outside. So I don't have to work on any cars this weekend or do anything too major this weekend that I know of. I'm going to get my computer and everything set up this weekend and try to do some recording this weekend. And I was trying to think what else. I don't think we have anything like plans set in stone. I want to get up tomorrow and the wife and I go like do garage sales. We used to do that a long time ago. We haven't done it in a really long time. And I always like going and doing that, going and look at garage sales with her and all that, but we'll see. She's worked all week. She might not feel like getting up and going and doing that, but I'm gonna ask her when I get home. You know, headed to Thundercloud. She wants a sub tonight. So that's what I'm going to go do. And there's a ton of motorcycles in Austin. I know I'm jumping from subject to subject, but I'm excited for the weekend, and things are catching my eye because there's been so many motorcyclists. So if you're in Austin, be careful. There's so many people on motorcycles. I don't think I have anything else going on this weekend. It's a pretty mild weekend, which is good, so I can relax a little bit. Hopefully my knee will stop hurting altogether. It still hurts a little bit. I'm still a little sore. So that's pretty much all I got. I know I'm forgetting something. I just can't think of what it is. Like, seriously cannot remember what it is. So if I remember it, I'll bring it up tomorrow on tomorrow's vlog. So everyone have a great Friday night, and I will see you tomorrow.